Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast. Heading into this Friday, we had a nice surge of low 90s yesterday with 80s up to the north and west. So certainly a very warm, unseasonably warm October day. In fact, breaking a record in Topeka with that 92 degrees, breaking the previous record from 1939. 90 degrees was the previous record. Of course, we had some storms pushing through in the evening hours, and here we go. Look at this, 1.39 inches at Billard, nothing at Forbes. This is the reason why we give ranges in snow, because this could, if this was snow, this would be, if you go with the 10-to-1 ratio, obviously we're not going to have as much moisture when it's colder and with snow, but if you just went straight up 10-to-1 ratio, that would mean 13 inches at Billard, but 0 at Forbes. That's a huge difference. When we get big ranges, there's a reason, because there's a chance that it might occur. But you can see that many spots getting at least a quarter inch, especially along and north of I-70. Areas in the blue indicating 1 to 2, even 3+ inches, especially with the lighter blue. And another area of some heavier rain down around the Burlington area as well. So, hey, at least we got some rain. Again, there were a lot of areas that did not get the rain, and unfortunately we're going to end up staying dry for a while. We're going to be much cooler today, more seasonal, mid to upper 60s today. Some areas may be light enough to reach 70. Otherwise, we'll have temperatures in the mid to upper 60s again tomorrow. There's a higher probability of being in the mid 60s tomorrow versus today, but obviously it's going to be seasonal for your Saturday, and then on Sunday we're back in the 70s with those southerly winds. Pretty much clear skies for the next several days. Now, one of our short-term models is indicating a few clouds late this afternoon into this evening. I'm continuing with the clear skies, but even if we get the clouds, shouldn't have an impact on our temperatures. Now, there might be a little bit of an impact on temperatures for Friday night, or I should say Saturday night, keeping temperatures slightly warmer than Friday night, but you also see those clouds clearing out shortly before sunrise Saturday, so that could be enough to cool temperatures down enough, but sunny skies expected on Sunday. Now, over the weekend, I do expect most areas to be in the upper 30s for lows both mornings, Saturday and Sunday. There's also a chance that there might be some mid-30s, and there's also a very low chance that some areas may also be close to the freezing mark. This is Saturday. We're still in the blue. We want to see purple, which indicates better than 50% chance of a freeze. So I'm not expecting it. There might be some low-lying areas that get close to the freezing mark on Saturday morning. Sunday morning, it's a little bit less likely that we get close to the freezing mark. But just something to be aware of. I don't expect any watches, advisories, warnings, anything like that with temperatures over the weekend with potentially how cold it can get. But definitely expect at the very least low 40s, if not 30s, for lows both nights. Winds are going to be a factor. Taking a look at our extended outlook for the first part of November. We're more focused on early next week, though. But that goes until November. We're finishing up October. I do want to mention northerly winds today gusting near 25 miles per hour this morning, then gradually weakening through the afternoon and closer to 15-20 mile per hour wind gusts. As we head into the weekend, winds shouldn't be as much of a factor. Keep in mind these are wind gusts, not sustained winds. So sustained winds will probably be still in the 5 to 10 mile per hour range. Might be a little bit more of a breeze on Sunday, but still not bad, because look what happens to begin the week. Here we go. We're cranking up those southerly winds. 35 miles per hour on Monday morning, near 40 to 45 miles per hour by the afternoon. Those winds will continue to stay very strong Monday night. That's going to lead to a very warm night. In fact, we could be talking about lows Tuesday morning, pretty close to where we should be for an average high this time of year. That's how warm it's going to be Tuesday because of the strong winds Monday night. And then Tuesday still very hot, and then gradually weakening as we head towards Wednesday. So Wednesday we finally get that lack of wind, especially by the afternoon. We'll get a little bit of increase in humidity on Tuesday. That's going to set us up for an opportunity of rain on Wednesday before clearing out Wednesday night, and should be setting up for a dry Halloween for next Thursday. Again, this is out of the range of that 8-day forecast, but just to give you a heads up, there is that possibility of heavy precipitation for the first week of November. But taking a look at the final 7 days of October and the first day of November, our next possible chance of rain is Wednesday and a Wednesday night. That's what we're going to be looking at. Otherwise, we have temperatures that will be in the mid to upper 60s today and tomorrow, back in the 70s Sunday, and 80s, potentially near 90, if not in the 90s in some spots, Monday and Tuesday. And then we have that cool down with the rain on Wednesday, staying seasonal Thursday for Halloween, and then starting to warm back up on Friday. There's a chance that we might get some rain next weekend. Still some uncertainty on that. But just to give you an idea of what we're looking at for the next 8 days, so at the European model, it's not overly heavy rain, but at least it's something across the area for that midweek storm system that pushes into the area. The GFS, however, is a little bit heavier, especially along and south of the Turnpike, more than an inch in Topeka. So that's going to be something that we'll be keeping an eye on. But we are in the green, and the darker green in that 6 to 10 day outlook, which does indicate the higher probability of weather normal conditions, and that even continues, although a little bit less probability in the 8 to 14 day outlook too. So we are certainly looking at chances for rain, which is good because October has been dry. And yes, even though we got more than an inch of rain in Topeka yesterday, there are several areas that still need rainfall for the area. So we'll keep an eye on all that. In the meantime, enjoy the cooler temperatures that we'll have at least over these next 2 days, feeling more like what it should be for this time of year before heating back up Sunday into early next week.